You've been told your entire life that you need to pick a lane, that if you don't specialize, you'll be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But for some of you, that advice feels like a death sentence. You have 10 browser tabs open, 3 half-finished projects on your desk, and a bookshelf that spans from quantum physics to ancient pottery. You've been diagnosed by society as unfocused or scattered. But what if that's wrong? In my investigation of the 39 markers of success, I found that many people aren't scattered, they are layered. Quick note, if this kind of psychology content piques your interest, subscribe and comment where you're from on the globe. It helps guide me in making this type of content. All right, back to growth. You aren't suffering from a lack of focus. You are running on 7-year-old software that told you curiosity was a distraction and specialization was the only path to safety. Today, we're going to perform a root cause audit on why your multi-layered mind is actually your greatest asset for the future. Why do we feel guilty for having many interests? It starts in the installation phase. Between ages 0 and 7, you were subjected to the measurement trap. School systems and early authority figures measured you by how well you could stay inside a single box. If you wandered, you were corrected. This created a borrowed belief that your goods, your internal talents, must fit into a single recognizable category. But the reality of the human brain is that we are built for orientation before categorization. When you have many interests, your brain is actually scanning the horizon, looking for the convenient and appropriate physical form for your ideas to take. You aren't lost, you are in the start phase of SCORE, navigating the rubble of a world that wants you to be simple when you were built to be complex. Let's put this multi-layered struggle through the DMA Excavator to see where you're actually stuck. Desire. Is your desire to do everything a genuine pull toward your goods, or is it a reaction to the fear of picking the wrong thing? If you pause, you'll find that one of those interests has a deeper heat than the others. Mindset. Are you protecting your curiosity, or are you fearing it? Marker 29, the internal critic, loves to tell you that having many interests makes you a failure. You have to refuse that borrowed thought. Action. The reason you feel scattered is a lack of ownership. You are dipping your toes into 10 pools but refusing to swim in any of them because you're waiting for permission to be a polymath. You have to put a demand on your talent in one area while letting the others feed your perspective. The future doesn't belong to the specialist, it belongs to the synthesizer. This is where we use the LSA method. If you have interests in tech, art, and psychology, you shouldn't choose one. You should cross-pollinate them. Take a wealth sector like health and cross it with your interest of education. Your interest in art might lead you to create a visual educational system for mental health. That is a small, swift, and deadly move that a specialist could never make. Your too many interests are actually the data points for a unique market gap that only you can see. You are an investigator, and your interests are your clues. The goal is not to be fixed into a single box. The goal is to become whole. When you embrace your multi-layered mind, you move from the rubble of indecision into the engage phase of SCORE. Stop apologizing for your curiosity. Start holding, highlighting, and protecting the fact that you can see connections others can't. You aren't building a single pillar, you are building a cathedral. And cathedrals require a massive foundation. Subscribe if you're ready to stop performing for the specialists and start living on your mark. The digging has just begun.